Hi there, everyone. It's Father Richard Leonard speaking. I'm here to personally invite you and all my colleagues in Catholic education, all the parents, all the families, and even any of the students who might like to join us for the mission that's coming up at Hunters Hill. It will be my great joy to be with you over that weekend where I'm going to preside at some of the masses and preach at all of them. And then on the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm going to give the same talk in the morning and repeat it at night because many of our friends at work and those certainly in school can't attend during the day. But the same talk is repeated at night. So the same talk twice a day. If you come to both talks in the day, you go straight to heaven if you die shortly after, because that's an extraordinary act of devotion. But I just wanted to outline for you that we're going to be talking about a mission of mercy and love, which is picking up on Pope Francis's call to the whole church this Lent, that we are full of compassion and mercy, one of his big themes, and that it's all about love, that if we're following Jesus, we've got to be the most loving people possible to God, to one another, to ourselves, and indeed to the environment. I want to have a look at three different things over those days. The first is that we're on mission to the world, and we've got to be inclusive and liberating, and we've got to be generous. We've got to know who we're talking to and what we're offering them, the good news, and why is it good news? That's Monday. Tuesday, I want to talk about, well, when they come to us often via sacraments, and this is the heartland of our schools, with kids preparing for sacraments, celebrating them regularly, and some of our teachers as well, and certainly our families. So I want to talk about how we can do that with as liberating and wonderful way as possible, and how that should be as inclusive of everyone and as generous in our celebration of them. Really engaged sacraments and those wonderful moments of God's grace. And then finally, I want to talk about how we need some inspiration these days to know that this Christian life is worth living and we can live it with joy. The Pope's big message, this and every Lent, is we should be living our lives with joy. And so I want to give you some of our great heroes of our tradition, their story, but not in a dull, awful way, but how those people's lives, if you know them, can intersect right here, right now, and illuminate so much of our own present struggle and indeed our own present desire to live this life as fully and as richly as possible. I'm going to do many things for you over this mission, but I'm not going to bore you, I promise you, through story and some statistics and some surveys and looking at the church's teaching and exploring some scripture stories and certainly some of the stories of the great holy men and women of our tradition. We're going to bring this alive, that by journey's end, we will have prepared our hearts, our minds, and our spirits to receive Christ more fully, Christ risen, at the end of our Lenten journey at Easter. So please come along. I know that it'll be important for Catholic identity of our schools, for why our parents might send their kids to school. So invite the parents, and some of the kids might like to come, though it is primarily aimed at adults, I must admit. But I hope we'll all be able to be as one parish community where we'll all be able to celebrate together. I look forward to seeing you. Thanks very much. God bless.